Hey everybody, it's Cash Money Carl, one of your co-hosts of the Move the Mic Stand comedy podcast, and I'm here to tell you about this week's sponsor, minigolfreviews.com, a website dedicated to all things miniature golf. They even post a new mini golf hole every single day, and currently are building the National Archive of Mini Golf, so check it out at minigolfreviews.com. Now enjoy the show.
For season 4, let the vibes ignite. We're Dean and Cash Money, we're taking flight. Grab your mic and join us, feel the energy rise. In a world of ideas, we'll reach for the skies. Motivation flowing, let's set the tone. Move the mic stand, unleash your dreams. With Dean and Cash, nothing's as it seems. We're crafting our journey, so come along in the season 4. Together we're strong.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to this week's episode of Move the Mic Stand podcast. I am one of your hosts, Dean Berger. And with me, as always, is my good buddy, Cash Money Carl.
Yo, Dean and everybody in the world, what's up?
Yo.
Yeah, I thought that was a weird intro too.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it's kind of weird. Yeah, you were kind of like, yo, everybody, what's up?
Well, I was trying to be like on the radio, like how
Oh, yeah.
they think people actually listen on the radio.
Yeah. Thank you, everybody. We're here for your hyperdrive traffic show.
We are not doing the old timey limey thing again.
I love them.
You got stuck in old timey limey voice for like 3 weeks.
I know.
All right. Well, we're recording technically next week's episode now,
Yeah.
which that doesn't mean anything until I say what that means.
Yeah.
Because today is actually April 1st, April Fool's Day.
Yep.
Which I hate. But yeah, because next week we can't meet together. So yeah, so we're not doing any of that fourth wall stuff. That's too much. Like I think
can't do it.
I can't do it. It's just not.
Because otherwise we have to talk about Easter like it already happened.
Yeah, that I can't do
And
it.
then we have to say like, oh, what'd you do for Easter? Oh, I did this and this and this. And then something different will really happen.
And then when we try to recap it the following time, it's like, oh yeah, that
Yeah,
didn't,
you
didn't.
said this happened already, Carl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But speaking of, do you have any activities planned for the kids for Easter?
I mean, the Easter Bunny's going to come.
And what does that entail at your house?
I don't know, because the Easter Bunny's a mystery.
So that means you haven't got your stuff yet.
I mean, the Easter Bunny gets it. I don't know. I don't know what he's getting.
Okay, are we really doing this? All right.
Yes.
That's fine.
Yes.
For our young listeners.
Yes.
So nice of you.
Yes.
Even though our rating is explicit something.
Right. Well, I'm sure there's people who drive back and forth to work and have children in the car.
Oh, that's fair. I was thinking it was probably more like, didn't you say this when you were a kid? You listened to George Carlin's, like, stuff that you couldn't say on radio or television or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And you would sneak down and listen to it as your parents had it or whatever.
Yeah, like when my dad would be watching something, I'd hang out on the steps and kind of look over his shoulder on the chair and watch stuff he was watching.
Right. So so kind of like that. Yeah. That's how
like
they're sneaking the explicit episodes so they can hear what it's like to be an adult or something, I guess.
Yeah, but speaking of April Fools...
We're speaking of Easter.
I know
we mentioned April Fools.
Yeah, but I think... do you want me to try to open this thing?
It's not a prank.
I'm still not convinced it's not.
All right, so I needed Dean's help because I'm not a real man, and I couldn't open this jar that I had at home.
Yeah, so you
I brought it all the way
on April Fools. Come on.
Well, I needed help. I couldn't get open.
It is a jar of Wild Garden honey with nuts, all natural. It does feel very heavy. Like it actually has honey with nuts.
I can't believe he just doesn't trust me. I really want it open.
Fine, I'll open it.
Let's see if we can do it. Oh, he's struggling. Oh.
Wow, that is tough.
See? Okay, I wasn't just super wimpy.
I think it's honey stuck with the honey.
Well, I think because they pack it in so much.
But they do pack it in. I just need... Do we have a towel in here? I'll try this bag.
A plastic bag that's slippery.
I'll keep working. It is tough. It's on there.
Thank you. I appreciate
Yeah,
that.
it's not... Normally, I can just go.
Yeah.
It's just like breaking a guy's neck. It's not hard. I think I'm breaking the bottle.
Yeah, you might, actually.
Yeah. Okay, we'll continue to talk, and I'll continue to work at this throughout the episode.
See, I asked Abby to try to open it first, and she couldn't get it, but I would have been really embarrassed if she just
try my teeth.
got it right away. But I was gonna say, if you got it, like, instantly, I was going to be like, yeah, I loosened it, but now I'm glad it isn't opening
good.
because...
It feels like... when you grab it, like, it's like, oh yeah, I got a good grip on this. This is going to pop right open. I might have to do jujitsu to get it open.
Did you get it? Oh my gosh, you got it!
Yeah, I got it.
Oh,
that was really
sweet.
easy.
Thank you.
Once I applied jujitsu techniques.
Oh, it smells good. It smells like...
We got it. I got it, everybody.
You want to give it a whiff?
It didn't explode or nothing.
But it is packed to the top.
It smells like...
like a baby... Not a baby Ruth. Payday bar.
I think it smells like those... Like when you buy the drumstick ice cream cones.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah.
It smells sweet and nutty.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I got it. I got it open. Just had to...
He's strong.
Just had to secure the base and give it a crank.
Is that how you want to do an ad for lock and load or something?
Yeah.
Do your ad then.
Once I for those at home who couldn't see it, I tucked it like between my forearm and my ribs, and I pinched it, and then I turned the top while I was turning the body the other way. It's just like breaking a dude's neck. Same thing.
Jeez.
Same physics.
All right. Well, good to know.
Yeah.
I can't break a dude's neck.
Okay. It's understandable. Most people can't or never tried.
I also, I've never tried. But that's good to know. I can't do it.
We'll talk about something else. We don't need to talk about how I can break necks. It's fine.
I better stop because it's going to piss him off and he's going to break my neck.
Carl had to leave early.
It would be interesting trying to figure out how you would continue the podcast, though, if you broke my neck, since I put it all together.
I didn't break your neck.
Oh, okay.
I don't break necks.
Anymore.
Well, unless asked or paid.
Oh.
Probably. No. Or, I don't know. I don't. No, never mind. Anyway.
You would actually be a very scary Wisconsin hitman because you look like most Wisconsin men and some women. So, like,
right.
It'd be, like, not suspicious at all.
No.
You'd probably get away with it, honestly.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder, like, the 3 people that are listening that are currently trying to put a hit on somebody are like...
Dude, I'm going to start getting people to start hitting my inbox.
Yeah. That's going to be one of our new sponsors.
Dean's Hit Services.
That's awesome. I guess.
Yeah, and the ad will be, got a jar that needs opening? Wink.
Yeah, but no, I really hate April Fools. I wasn't gonna prank you.
No, I didn't think so, but I was just, I don't know.
You were suspicious of me. You didn't trust me 100%.
It's April Fools. You're not supposed to trust anybody.
Okay, fine. But yeah, I hate April Fools though. I don't know. It's like everybody that is a comedian. Well, I mean, does a bad joke and it's like all hacky and like, like
or make hacky posts.
Yeah, low hanging fruit stuff. It just shows that, or they copied literally somebody else's thing. And it's like, okay, we know what kind of like writing you do for comedy. But then also it's all the people that think they're comedians.
Yeah,
will put something together, and then they would never get on stage and actually try to do stand up or an act of any kind. It's just annoying.
I like it when little kids do April Fools.
But that's I feel like you rarely see that now with April Fools. You know, like an actual prank like the fake dog do or whatever.
Well, not even that. I just mean like you're walking in the store and all of a sudden some little kid's like, hey, look, it's Cool Ranch Doritos. And you're in like the bread aisle and you know there's no Cool Ranch Doritos. So you're like, where? And they're like, April Fools.
So I can understand that you went grocery shopping today and you were in the bread aisle.
No, I just made that up.
Wow, that was pretty good for making it up. That's pretty clever.
Yeah.
That's some good writing right there.
It was great.
I was going to say, I also don't like when businesses do April Fool's stuff. Because I just feel like it's a bad image on your business, personally. Like, especially if it's like a product and people actually are interested.
Well, Gorilla Mind.
Well, we don't know, but that's the thing.
I know. They posted sarsaparilla flavor, and it was kind of like...
Today.
And it was like, it's like, coming soon, sarsaparilla flavor. And maybe their April Fool's joke is that they're actually making sarsaparilla. Because all the people are on there like, okay, April Fool's.
But they didn't say April Fool's on there. Those I know, but that's what I'm saying.
Right, and so then tomorrow, they're going to be like, the April Fool's joke was that it was real.
Sure. We'll see if you're right on that.
Yeah.
But
the Uno reverse card.
Yeah, but still, why create confusion if you're a business, too? Like, or the ones that are doing that, or like have a real announcement today.
Yeah, and then people don't believe it.
Right, but they have a real announcement today. Just save it for tomorrow.
Yeah, or do it yesterday.
Yeah. Why? Like, nobody should be, like, trying to do anything today other than listening to Move the Mic Stand Comedy Podcast.
And the only thing... Well, this would be after it again. You broke the fourth wall backwards.
I know. Isn't that weird?
Yeah, it is weird. But, well, and the thing I never understood is, like, what do you gain from it? Like, if you make something successful, even, no matter who you are, you post something funny... that's fake, and then people fall for it, and like, haha, okay, I got a bunch of people on the internet, and then 2 weeks from now, then what?
Well, it's like you'll either have a couple different reactions, right? They'll be mad that it's not a real thing, especially if it's like a food-based thing.
Yeah.
Because wasn't there something like McDonald's or something that did one a few years ago, and people are like, yeah, I'd eat that, and then they're like, we're just kidding, and they're like, why? I want it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and then, I mean, I don't mind it when the business makes like a really stupid one. Like if Stewart's made one and they're like, oh, Stewart's new flavor, bottle of worms. It's like, okay, that was dumb, but okay, I get you're just trying to keep a tradition going.
But the thing is, though, nowadays, since everyone's got to do something really crazy, they might actually be like, no, we were being serious. We want to do a bottle of worms.
Yeah. Yeah. So
like... I just feel like just drop them completely.
Yeah. So if you want to find out if Gorilla Mind really is going to make sarsaparilla, go to gorillamind.com/20, code 20. Take a look. Even if that's not on there, you might find something you like. You might find some energy drinks or some creatine gummies or some lock and load or some pre-workout or, you know, what else is in there? They got a rehydrating beverage now.
They also got merch, too.
And they got merch now, yeah. You can get hoodies at gorillamind.com/20. Use code 20 for extra discount.
Nice.
Yeah, nice, yeah. See?
Good plug, Dean.
Thanks, I tried. Kind of strategic on that one, I guess.
Good job.
Thanks. But they do actually have released that coffee flavor.
It's already sold out.
Is it?
Yeah.
I didn't even... Oh, damn it.
I know. They were real quick. I think it only made it like 3 hours. I saw it after the fact that they're like, yeah, we're pretty much sold out.
Normally, for like ambassadors, they give like a pre-sale or something. They didn't have a pre-sale.
Yeah. I think this one's really, really exclusive. So, but
yeah, they probably didn't make a lot.
Yeah, but maybe they'll. It's like a test because they haven't done like a coffee drink before. So maybe this is just to test the market, and I think that would be successful, being that they sold out within a day, right? Oh, hi, Gurgle.
Hey, Gurgle.
I have realized, though, that since you were able to open this jar, anytime I struggle with trying to open something, I'm going to just stop, save my energy, and then just hold on to it and bring it to you next time I see you.
I'll come out here, and there'll be like a pile of jars.
Just anything, though, if I'm struggling to open it.
Anything, like a door?
Yeah.
I can't get this door open.
Yeah, it leans to the left or something. I don't know.
Right.
And then I'll take the door off the hinges and bring it here and say, Dean, I can't get this open.
Did the safety seal pop? Like on the top?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can feel it. Yeah.
Just making sure I didn't break the glass.
Yeah.
Because, it should pop even if you break the glass, but...
No, you got it. Yeah.
Okay, good. Because that's what the magic...
I really wanted this at like 2:36 today. Because we had just had some fresh baked rolls come out of the oven, and I thought this would be good to put on the inside.
Yeah,
And
like, what do you use it for? Is it like a filling? Is it like you put it on top of bread? You just eat it?
You could just eat it. That's what I saw. I saw a video of them like making it, and it's a very intricate process because they like take like tweezers and like hand place each of like the
they're very
the almonds and the pistachios and the hazelnuts around the edge.
Ornately placed. Is that the word? Ornately?
Yeah, it would be ornately, sure. I think, like the 95% content of this is just the peanuts and honey, and they put that in the jar, and then they, very carefully, like with tweezers, put each of these nuts in there to give it the design on it.
What are the ones that kind of look like gorilla nipples? What are those?
Which one did you
Those
are
ones.
Hazelnuts.
That's a hazelnut?
Yeah.
I've never seen one. Like, I've eaten them, but I've never seen them like cut like that. So everybody cut a hazelnut, not the long way, but like in half in the middle, which would be, damn it. I used to know the surgical term, but I don't remember anymore.
Well, I was gonna say it's like when you have
apine? No, I don't remember.
like slivered almonds, though. That's what.
Yeah, like you're slivering an almond, sort of.
Yeah.
They look like gorilla nipples.
Okay,
it's kind of cool.
Man, you really do have gorilla on the mind.
I guess whoa, GorillaMine.com/20 code 20. Whoa.
Did you know I'm allergic to blueberries?
Cash. Everyone knows you're allergic to blueberries.
Yeah, we're not.
You talk about it every episode. Guys haven't heard that ad in a little bit.
I know. I like how people were starting to quote
people were
that.
just saying that. Like, they'd see you somewhere and they'd be like,
that's a good sign. That's a sign of a good ad, though, right?
They'd be like, Cash, everyone knows you're allergic to blueberries. We talk about it every episode.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
All right. So we got through April Fool's Day. Oh, we should do our new segment, yeah? The local comic of the week.
Yeah, we'll do that right away.
Yeah. I'd like to give a shout out to our local scene's grandpa.
And he was actually referred to as grandpa by another comedian on a podcast.
A lot of them, yeah.
And it's like, I've never called him that, ever.
And I've heard it more so now. I don't know if he likes it.
I mean, every once in a while, people, when they bring him up, they'll be like, oh, he's
the grandfather of comedy.
Yeah, or he's our favorite grandfather. If your grandfather was a comedian.
Yeah. But I don't know if he likes it, so apologize in advance if you don't. But
he doesn't listen.
Yeah, probably not. But it's Eric Schwandt. So he's
Schwandt. I always call him Schwandt.
He's been here since I started.
Oh, I thought you were going to say he's been here, like on the podcast, and I was like,
no. He's just been chilling in your studio.
He just hangs out in the studio. He thinks he's at his apartment, but we just won't tell him.
Yeah. he's got a microphone. He could just do whatever he wants. But
yeah, he does shows to Baby Yoda and stuff, and he don't know. Yeah. He looks just like the people in the front row all the time.
Good point.
Yeah.
But Eric has been, I would say, like very, what's the word? Not staple, but like instrumental.
I was gonna say like he's like a fixture.
Yeah.
Like he's just
foundation.
There.
Yeah. Like he's always been great at giving advice to newer and even more seasoned comics.
Yeah. And he punched me once.
I think that was just his way of showing affection.
I don't know. It was weird. I think he thought I was someone else.
Or he had a jar for you to open and you didn't open it.
I think he thought I was someone else.
Oh. See the assassin thing for Wisconsin works now. See, he might have thought you were some other 98% of the population of Wisconsin.
Well, it was just funny because we're at the Skyline for a Wednesday mic, and all of a sudden he just walks over and he like swung at me and kind of missed and hit me in the shoulder, and then he's like, "I've been meaning to do that. You deserve that," or something. And then I was just like, "Okay."
You might have said something at one point.
I probably said something 13 years ago.
Yeah. But not only that, he is one of the better crowd workers in the scene, and it's mostly just because he's been doing it for so long. He's got the material to just respond to anything, really. I think.
My favorite thing is he goes up with like a giant notebook and all these notes, and he brings like everything he's ever written down, and he never looks at it once.
Yeah.
Like he'll be writing like crazy, and then he just slaps it down on the stool like this big pile of like he's like a librarian,
A scribe.
or scribe, and poof, and then never touches it again except for he's got to pick it up and take it off stage when he's done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it's how he works out or something.
Maybe.
But I saw him last night and he only had one notebook. And he said, yeah, I had to leave 4 at home. He's like, I'm just trying to lighten it up. And then we had this idea that we should, first, we should have him sponsor some sort of like charity, like Children's Hospital or nursing home or something. And literally read from all of his notebooks.
I bet you that's what happened. Is he probably wrote in there one day, "Punch Dean," and then he was going through his notes and he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm supposed to punch Dean back in 2004."
Yeah, yeah.
I better do that now.
Yeah, but all right. So yeah, shouting out Eric Schwandt for this week as our local comedian of the week.
Yes.
Boom. All right.
Boom.
Nice. I don't know if this was true, but I didn't see it for April Fool's, so that's why I'm like, I'm leaning more that it's true, but it's hard. Again, it's hard to know what to trust nowadays. But I saw something about for the Green Bay Packers that John Menard of Menards hardware store was going to buy the naming rights to the Packers,
to their stadium or whatever or something.
Yeah,
because they keep saying that they're going to rename the stadium. I never know if that's real or what the hell. I don't believe nothing. And that's the thing.
But I would believe it, though, because I never thought they were going to change the name of Miller Park, and now it's American Family Field.
Well, I never thought they were going to change the name of County Stadium. Then they tore it down and built Miller Park.
Fair.
It used to be County Stadium.
But, I mean, that's a complete restructure, though, so that kind of makes sense. But, like, to still have it and then just be like, they didn't want to pay anymore.
But that's why April Fool's is really obsolete, going back to April Fool's, because every day there's shit. Like, I don't believe nothing. Anything.
Yeah.
Because there's always some AI thing or some fake thing or fake news or, I don't believe nothing. Like, really, I don't.
I just believe everything. I just want to believe everything. So
well, I mean, there's things on there I want to believe, and I'm just like, nah. Or I'll see something, I'll be like, oh, that'd be awesome. Must be fake.
Yeah. Especially when it comes to the food stuff. But going back to the John Menard thing. So
sorry.
He is the richest man in Wisconsin other than me. So it makes sense. I don't really want to own the Green Bay Packers. But another person of financial stability, I guess, the owner of Culver's challenged. He said, "There's no way I'd let him buy the Packers." Which
Is it the Packers? Because I didn't think anybody owns the Packers, really.
or whatever the Lambeau Stadium,
the naming
field?
rights,
yeah, or whatever.
Lambeau Building,
Yeah, Lambeau Building of Sport.
it's Lambeau Field.
Okay, yeah. See, that's how much I care or know about sports anyway. But I just thought it was interesting. Like, I would definitely choose Culver's over Menards because it's like they could literally sling Culver's burgers, custard, all that in there, and it would be, that would be a good thing to have.
Well, then the other thing of it is, Culver's, even though it's regional, is kind of known all over because people are always comparing it to In-N-Out Burger or, battle of the area franchises. But like Menards, I know everybody doesn't necessarily.
Well, that is strictly Midwest only.
Yeah.
But to your point with the Culvers, when our buddy Joe Stapleton came here,
shout out Joe Stapleton, came up with the name by Bobby Lee or whatever.
Yeah. But we're not name dropping or nothing.
I'm not. I was talking to Bobby Lee today.
Slow down on your bubbles there, Gurgle. But when Joe came, he was like, you got to take me to Culver's. I was like, okay. He's like, I heard so many good things about Culver's. And then we went there, and then like pretty much every time that he's been here, he's like, I got to get my Culver's fix.
Well, that's good because you're like, oh, you got to try Quick Trip. And then you got him to Quick Trip, and he tried the chicken sandwich, and he was like, this is shit, Carl.
The problem was we did go to the bad
the shitty Quick Trip.
We did.
And then you took. Oh no, that wasn't us that said go to Rocky Rococo's.
That was some guy on Twitter.
Some
guy on Twitter's like, "Hey man, Rocky Rococo pizza is the best pizza," and he was like,
"Yeah," and so we brought him.
Yeah, and he's like, "I like the art."
Yeah, they got the nice art. How they did all the things with the movies.
Which it was like really like AI art before AI art.
Well, in fairness, too, was that before we went to a show?
Well, we had him here for a weekend, so I think we were just looking for something to do.
I thought we were on the way to like a show at Angie's.
Maybe.
And we stopped there before the show at Angie's.
Could be.
And then Angie's bar. Not some chick named Angie. We didn't stop at her house and do a show. That'd be messed up. Yeah, that'd be messed up. I mean, we would do a private show for enough money. Maybe. But anyway, private shows scare me. I think we stopped there before that, and then we had the pizza, and then we went to the No, because I
do
remember.
You need me here? Or
I'm trying to remember because him and I were going through a roundabout, and I just drove straight through it. And I was like, these roundabouts are stupid, and I drove through it. And then he's like, yeah, I guess. And I'm like, there's nobody around. Nobody cares.
I think that weekend, though, was the same one that you had him as a headliner for a work event. Yeah. So it might have been that night, and he wanted to try Rocky Rococo. I think that probably was it, because there is a Rocky Rococo in Fond du Lac, or was. I don't know if it still is.
It still is there. That's not the one we went to, though.
Right, I know, because I think it was closed or something. Remodel or something.
Maybe.
So that's why we had to go to the one up here. Or in Oshkosh.
Yeah, because when we had him on the episode that time, he was yelling at that guy on the internet.
Yeah.
On the episode.
But I'll give Joe some credit, though, like, to take people's recommendations and still try it and see for yourself. I mean, I don't do that, because usually I don't trust people's recommendations for things. Which leads me to something I want to try that's opening in Fond du Lac here this week.
This week?
Yeah, it's a new restaurant called The Big Dill.
Oh,
no, that's wrong.
Big Garlic.
Big Garlic. Maybe they should have...
That's a chain, right?
They have a second location in Stevens Point.
Okay.
But maybe they should have a chain and have the Big Dill, too, and do a pickle restaurant, too. I don't know why pickles was on my mind.
I don't know.
But the Big Garlic, oh, man, that menu sounds good. Burgers, hot dogs. They even got corn nuggets. I love corn nuggets. Cream corn nuggets. You ever have those? Mm-mm. You're like... That sounds pretty gross, Carl. That sounds like a thing you had growing up in Illinois. Actually, I tried them for the first time in Chattanooga, Tennessee at a train station restaurant when I was like 6.
I used to like cream corn. I used to like to put it on mashed potatoes. I like to do a lot of things with it. But then when I first started working in like the cheese industry...
And hold on. Is this going to put me off of cream corn because I'm making cream corn casserole for Easter?
Impossible that it would.
Okay. All right.
Because we would make... So
on April Fool's of all days?
In order to make cheese, cheese is really just fermented milk. It's a fermentation process. It's preservative. It's preservation method. That's what I was trying to say. And so you need bacterial cultures to make it, in most instances, unless you make like an acid-set cheese, and then you just need to change the pH. But ultimately, that's what happens. The bacteria ferment the lactose and the other things in the milk, science. And they create, they lower the pH to acidic, they like it, and then they make cheese. So a lot of times... people use like a direct set method where you just put an amount of pre-made cultures that you...
Like following a recipe or a formula.
But you might have your own proprietary blend to make your cheese special or give it that extra, your pizzazz.
Okay, so before you go on, I have a question about that.
Yep.
Does that mean like it could be such a minor change from one company to another? Like so minor. Like it's like... It really doesn't change anything, but just it's literally on paper is like 0.5% or whatever.
Sometimes.
Does that really count for like being a secret formula or a proprietary formula?
It can. Whatever you want. Because you mix your different bacteria. But anyway, if you're not using a direct set, but you're using bulk set, and bulk set is where you take like a giant tank and you
like a Panzer.
Yes. No, like just like a big, like if you think of like a
Brewing
vat,
kettle?
like like
Okay.
a vat of beer, like a big thing like that or something, and you put the media in there, you get it to the right temperature, you do all this stuff, you throw your cultures in there, you get them to grow.
Did you just say media?
Media, yeah.
That feels weird.
That's what it's called. It's what they live in. That's what they grow. It's what they eat. The medium that they grow in. And so then
Wait,
you...
medium? Like
media.
Media. Like
Like
TV,
like
podcast.
fake news, fake media.
Okay.
Yeah, but these are...
I never heard that terminology with that. I would have thought materials.
Nope, it's media.
But, okay, good to know. I'm learning stuff.
Yep, and so then you grow them and you get a whole bunch of them. But anyways, there's a certain point in the make process of the cultures that it smells like super strong, concentrated cream corn. And I would have to always go into these tanks, not go into them, but go into the room.
I can just imagine you in like a scuba suit.
Yeah, I would go into the room and I would always have to take samples of the media with the cultures in it, and I'd have to test it and look at it under a microscope and make sure like the rods and the circles, the cocci, the bacillus and the cocci.
You are giving me way too many new words to learn.
Yeah, you're good. Okay, bacillus are the ones that are shaped like a bar.
Okay.
Like a little cigar-shaped UFO flying through the sky.
Yeah, there better not be a quiz after this.
And the cocci are the ones that are all round.
Okay.
And if they're like in a line, they're streptococcus. And if they're in a cluster, they're staphylococcus. And anyway, but...
Does that lead to like strep throat and like a staph infection? Like,
sorta.
okay.
Like, those are very specific organisms that cause that.
Yeah, because I caught those words. And
Because those are just generic terms kind of to describe them. Like
the shape, essentially.
Yeah, they're classified by their shape, their formation, and then, their species, all that other stuff.
With all this I'm learning, would I be able to like be like second from the bottom in like medical school?
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe.
Medical cheese school.
Yeah.
He's like,
But anyways,
he's just like, well, why are you saying these things?
but the smell was just like so strong, and it just put me off the cream corn like big time. Like I can't. As soon as I open the can and I get that smell, I'm like, nah. I mean, it doesn't make me gag or totally
So
gross
it's
me
not
out,
as
but
bad as like my ranch problem.
no.
But you can emphasize or have some empathy for me in
Yeah, a little
regards
bit.
to that. But it's not.
Like, it's just that smell, and I just got sick of it. It's like I worked at a place that made cheesecake, too, and for a long time I couldn't touch cheesecake because of the sweet smell.
Do you think that like it's not like devastating to you in that regard because you did it as an adult opposed to like your development
probably.
stages? Yeah,
Probably. I mean, it didn't cause enough trauma. It was just annoying. And
Okay.
so now I see cream corn, and I've tried to eat it, and I'm just like, nah, I don't have appeal for it anymore.
What if you took cream corn and put it on cheesecake with the smells or whatever cancel out and you could have it?
No, I think it would just create
The super
something else. Yeah.
Super Dean kryptonite?
Yeah.
Okay. I won't do that to you. I won't be like, hey, Dean, we're doing some surprise food combinations tonight. And then it's like cream corn, cheesecake, blueberry ranch. All that, yeah.
Yeah. Hold on. I just want to carry on.
Well, that was your thing. I don't know if you had anything else with that.
With the cream corn?
Yeah. No? Oh, okay, but I guess the big garlic, I'm just excited.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
I want us to go there.
I was like, how did we even get
Yeah.
there? Because you said corn nuggets, and then you're like, oh, they're cream cheese. Or
Cream corn, yeah.
corn. And I was like, ugh.
Yeah. But not a lot of places usually carry those, so that's why I'm excited about that. But all their burgers and hot dogs and stuff sounds really good too. So maybe we should try going before we record our next episode.
We could
And
probably
then we
do
can talk
that.
about it. Yeah.
We could probably do that.
I basically had to ask Dean so that he gets approval. Because now it's for the show, so he has to be allowed
I gotta
to do it.
then then nobody can say no.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Perfect. It's a plan.
Yeah. Did we get through our Easter activities? Did we talk
No,
about
you
that?
didn't really tell me what you just said. That
I didn't even know. I don't
you
know.
said the Easter Bunny's going to be there.
Yeah, the Easter Bunny's going to bring stuff, and it's going to be a mystery. And
What did they write not a letter, letters to Santa? What do they write to the Easter Bunny? Do they write on a carrot and bake it or something?
I don't know if they went to see the Easter Bunny this year or not. I think they did.
Yeah, are you supposed to write? I was just thinking about that. That's an interesting concept. Like, you write a letter to Santa, right? But what do you do for the Easter Bunny? Do you have to make scrambled eggs or a carrot and write your list on there and then say some magic words or something?
Maybe. I don't know how it works. I mean,
It just appears. Okay.
Yeah, you just get a basket and he hides it and you got to find it.
Do you have a favorite Easter candy?
Cadbury eggs.
What, the minis, the big ones, the
regular,
caramel,
just the regular ones.
regular?
I like to eat them plain, and sometimes I like to put them in the freezer for a little while,
Oh, okay.
and then they just kind of snap off, and it's fun.
Snap off?
Yeah, like it's frozen.
I don't eat Cadbury eggs. So
Oh, come on!
I don't really like the cream.
The middle is such a mystery.
I'm afraid of mysteries.
Yeah.
In food.
Well, speaking of like some of the things
could
that
be
are
ranch dressing.
some of the things that are like
Corn.
fake and real is a lot of times I'll see like, oh, the Cadbury Egg McFlurry is back, and I'll be like, what? And then it's like,
It sounds legit though.
well, no, it is, but it's like,
So it is legit or it isn't
It
legit?
is like in Australia, in New Zealand. Like I get a lot of those on my TikTok.
So location based.
Yeah, I'll get weird foods from like popular restaurants. I'll be like, oh, that looks awesome. What? And then I'll look down in the bottom and it'll say McDonald's Australia, McDonald's UK, and I'll be like, damn it.
But see, then that's where it gets a little weird too, because wasn't that how the case was with around the holidays this year with the Grinch meal? It said it was supposed to be like Australia or UK only.
Yeah.
And we had it literally the day I saw it say Australia or UK only or whatever.
Right now, they have like that, K-pop Demon Hunter meal. Mm-hmm. The McFlurry looks really good, but you can't have it.
Yeah, it's blueberries.
And you're allergic to blueberries.
Yeah, everybody knows that.
Everybody knows that, Carl. We talk about it every episode.
They're also doing little Crocs as like the toy too for McDonald's right now. Like sport.
Oh,
like the
yeah,
shoe.
they've had those. Yeah,
That's kind of weird.
I've seen those.
Just give me actual McDonald's Crocs. I want to actually have Crocs that have McDonald's on. That'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
Abby just got some Quick Trip banana Crocs. Those are supposed to arrive tomorrow, actually. So.
Oh, well, that's fun.
Yeah.
I almost bought, when I went to the show in Wausau a couple weekends ago, I almost got, they had a pretty cool Quick Trip license plate shirt. They had some socks. And I think
Cool.
Yeah, I think he sounds aggressive today.
Yeah, maybe he's worried because now that we're talking about Quick Trip and they just changed their mascot. They changed it from Urge, which was like Gurgle, essentially.
Yeah.
And now they switched it to a rooster. It's weird.
Well, he's probably irritated because, it's like he was like, it was my species before, and now they're putting my people out of work.
Yeah.
Maybe.
They took her jobs.
But the, like my TikTok algorithm gets really freaking weird. Like right now, it's like so full of people, because you know what DMT is, the drug that makes you
Joe
like,
Rogan's
and
drug of choice or whatever.
Yeah, it's like a bunch. It's like in ayahuasca and all that stuff. I keep
opens the third eye.
Well, yeah, and when you take it, it's supposedly you see things and whatever, and you go to a different dimension kind of thing, and there's all these creatures and weird stuff. I keep getting a bunch of them now that people who have gone there, use DMT and actually go to this place, have been banned from it, like the beings that live there, like the machine elves and shit. Like,
wait, machine elves?
Yeah, that they're supposed to. Yeah,
you gotta explain what that means, because I don't know what that means. Like a
these
Keebler elf,
kind of
like that's robotic, like a Terminator.
No, I think they're, because when people talk about it, they see like all these big green like alien kind of dudes, like
the Jolly Green Giant.
They'll be like doing like activities and turning gears and answering questions and whatever, and there's like these elves that are like machine elves. They almost, I picture them as like Ugnaughts from Star Wars. Little dudes that are like always like mechanical and working on shit. That's how I picture them. But like they'll do stuff like when you're trying to get in, they'll stack a bunch of stuff in front of you so you can't see nothing. And like, because if you're going there too often, you're not getting the message they're telling you or stuff like that. They ban you, apparently. And I keep getting videos about all these people who are getting upset because they're banned from the DMT realm.
So what does that even mean, being banned?
Like the one guy was like, I walked in there and the machine elves yelled, "Fuck off!" and like started like drop kicking him. Like a whole bunch of them like drop kicking him to get out of there. And some people say it's permanent. Some people say it isn't. Some people say they detected that you were there for selfish means, trying to find ways to get money and whatever rather than expand your mind. But yeah, that's been my TikTok algorithm for like a couple weeks now.
Yeah, it's messed up. You gotta watch like some like nature stuff or something. I don't know. Just watch some people cooking for a little bit, and then they'll revert back or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Because that stuff's trippy with your mind, and
All right. I just realized too we didn't turn on any lights. It's getting dark in here. Normally we have all the studio things like my comedy sign plugged in and the little dead air meter and the lightsaber and the
it is kind of weird, but I think it's because it's still kind of light outside, and usually we've been starting and it's completely dark already, so that's probably what did it, huh?
I think so. Yeah, and it's kind of getting cold in here too.
No, we'll just have to hug for warmth.
Something.
You didn't say no.
Yeah, I was going to talk about my show that I had at Wausau the other day, but I don't know. Crowd was weird.
So wait, are we talking about it or are we not?
No, we can. I mean, I don't really have anything excited to talk about it, but the crowd was weird. It was just a weird crowd. Like, it was at a pretty fancy place, Timekeeper's Distillery or something like that. And the crowd was in a weird mood to start off because I don't want to trash the place or anything, but they were having a hard time keeping up with drink orders and stuff like that, so people were waiting a long time.
So they're just getting slammed, and people are getting frustrated because they're like,
I don't know.
Why is it taking 15 minutes to get a drink or whatever type of thing?
They had enough staff there. It was just like they were doing other stuff that I don't know, like if they had like really long chore lists or whatever, but they just weren't really
attentive to
yeah.
urgency.
And,
sure.
So people were getting crabby about it. The show started a little bit late just because the host was Craig Allen. He was standing at the bar, waiting for his drink he ordered, and they were making it, and it was just like a vodka soda or something. It wasn't like, anything crazy, and it took them a long time to get it, and then finally he just said, screw it, and he went up on stage and started a little bit late. He's like, I'll get it when I'm done. But, I don't know. The crowd was just, it was like they didn't know how to be at a comedy show. They weren't really talking. They were...
Well, was it their first comedy show at the venue?
Some of it was...
Or at the venue?
No, not at the venue, no.
Really? Okay.
No, not at the venue, no. But everybody there seemed like they were very well off.
Okay.
Like it was just like, when you go to an audience, usually you have a mix of all kinds of people.
Yeah.
It was like just like these people that seemed very well off, like wearing turtlenecks and shit.
Okay, that's the new sign of wealth, turtlenecks.
And I mean, the show was fine. Like it was just weird though, because we all commented like when we would like all three of us have some pretty good bangers, that never fail, and they didn't fail.
They just didn't hit as hard as they normally would.
It was almost like rich people laughter. Like they were just like, just like.
I think we have two very different versions of rich people. Yours sounds like an evil villain guy.
Wow.
And mine sounds like a guy that his nose is literally always up and you can always see his nose hairs.
Yeah, this was
Indeed.
This was just like.
I'm thinking Waluigi.
Well, and a lot of them were like, "Oh, I really wanted to get a table up front because I was hoping maybe I could make one of these guys TikToks and it would go viral."
Okay.
And it was like, no, we didn't do a lot of crowd work. Not really. I mean, it did a little bit, but it's funny because like in the front row, this one lady said something, and then you addressed it. We would address it. And then they'd be like, no, just keep going. I didn't say nothing. It wasn't me. I didn't say nothing. It wasn't me.
I always hate that, and then they drag on the I didn't say anything for 20 minutes.
No, it was stupid. It was so stupid. It was dumb. Just don't do it. Just go on. You're doing great. You know, and it was like stuff like that. Like, it was just weird. Like, the show was fine, but it was, I don't know.
Like, it didn't make your bottom 5?
No, not even close. No.
Did it make your top 5?
No,
so it was in the middle. It was in the middle. Okay.
I mean, my set, everybody's set was fine. Like, we didn't have bad sets, so I'm not like saying like we had bad sets and I'm blaming the audience. I'm not saying that. It was just a strange crowd. Yeah. Like, it was just like a strange vibe. Like, the people that go to that establishment are very, you know, this is my Blood Oak bourbon. You know, like, they were just very...
Did you just say Blood Oak
I don't
bourbon?
know. I made it up.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I was just like trying to think of something that would be very sophisticated.
Yeah.
And maybe they were sophisticated.
Now someone's got to come up.
No, they weren't.
No, hold on. Now someone's got to come up with a drink called the Blood Oak bourbon.
It probably exists.
We're gonna have to look this up.
Aged in oak casks, barrels,
caskets is probably right.
Caskets of blood.
No, I mean, you probably could do something where it'd just be like, you know, just a whatever bourbon somebody's into, and then just something red that would go pair well with it. I guess cherry. I don't know.
Yeah, probably. I don't know.
Some real dark cherries. Yeah.
There. Now I can check that off. I talked about it.
Good job, Dean.
Thanks.
I was going to say, I really only have probably one more topic, and then we could go into the comedy tip for this week. I guess
it's getting freaking cold in here.
3 seasons room. I guess we're going into the 4th season we can't talk about. Okay. I just wanted to talk about, I've been doing some antiquing quite a bit lately.
Do you remember what that was back in like the late 90s?
Antiquing?
Yeah, it was a jackass prank where like you would run past people and throw flour on them. I don't know why it was called antiquing.
That's actually kind of funny.
Because it made them look old or what?
Yeah,
you know?
the powdered wig thing.
Like the early 2000s, late 90s.
Well, no, I'm saying like the Victorian era or whatever, and everybody always wore powdered makeup. It did. Now that you're saying that, I recall like I think it was even in a new Jackass though, where they had like the big hand. And
New Jack, rest in peace.
Okay.
New Jack the wrestler. Never mind.
Oh,
carry on.
But it makes sense. Actually, that's kind of funny now that that you're explaining that a little bit.
Like when I was in it was creative arts, but it had some other name. They tried to make it sound cooler than it was. And we made like little clay sculptures and stuff. We sprinkled this dust on it before we glazed it, and it was to make it look. It was antiquing to make it look older than it really was.
Oh, like kind of like when you're painting like something silver and you add a little bit of red for like rust or something.
Yeah, like people mix like rust and stuff in the paint to make it look older.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, like the paint had aged, so we would do that in art. We had to make a sculpture and make it look old.
That's pretty cool. And that ties into what I'm saying too.
Yeah,
is like
so antiquing.
Well, with antiquing, there's not too many things that I'm actually usually on the lookout for. It's kind of really narrowed down for me. I always like to look for like cool old vintage games like handheld pinball, like wall mounted pinball type things, or stuff that's metal or like that. I guess like I have this like one that's like a old bozo buckets type thing, and it's a plunger thing, and you launch it and it loops up around and then shoots out, and you have to like the right amount of pressure, kind of like a pinball plunger.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I have these old like antique fuse boxes in my garage. That when I bought the house, I was like, the owners can't take those. I want those. And then I looked at them and I'm like, they're not as cool as I thought. Like they kind of look like ammo boxes, but not really. I don't even know maybe they're not even fuse boxes. I don't know what they are.
Maybe they are ammo boxes,
but they're old.
So that's one, is the old games.
Yep.
2, I like looking for toy shooting galleries.
Yep.
Like, like in the Back to the Future 3, when they're like, hey son, why don't you try shooting this? And he gives him the pistol, and he can't, and he has him hold it all weird.
Yeah.
And he sucks. And he's like, hey, can I try it this way? He's like, sure, son. And then he just like, pa-pow, 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 and he just nails everything.
Yeah.
Like that style of like the metal and spinning things and stuff.
Yeah.
So I've been working on collecting some of those, and they're pretty hard to find, actually. I have a couple now. And then we kind of like the woodsy natural decor. So my wife Abby's really into birds, so a lot of ducks and loons and things like that. But our one that we're both super into, and it just has to like call to us, but every single one is its own piece of art, is we like looking for like old farm tools, lumberjack tools, things like that have paintings on them.
Oh, yeah.
So like Americana, and each one is its own unique thing, because it's not like, like when people are like appraising art and stuff, they're like, oh, you got a fake, this is just a print or whatever.
Yeah.
You can't just have a print on these. Like, they're literally the tools, and they have the art painted on the tool.
Right,
So
yeah.
always just kind of on the lookout for those. And our first one that we got was this vintage kraut cutter to make sauerkraut.
Oh, I thought it was like a World War II weapon.
Jeez. That's dark. It's as dark as this room, dude.
Yeah, it is really dark in here right now. Like the monitors are all that.
The light that's in here, I can't even see Dean, really.
No, you're just glowing over there like you're about to tell me a campfire story.
But that's the stuff that we're looking for. So if anybody that's listening knows of some antiquing spots and they happen to see that kind of art, so usually you see it on like big saw blades or hand saws or things like that. If you see any of them, let me know. I'd be down to look. That's kind of like one of our hobbies that we like to do together. So, yeah.
That's pretty cool, Carl.
Thanks for reading off the script, Dean. I appreciate it. All right. How about we get into our comedy tip and wrap it up for this week?
Yeah, sure.
So I was thinking just in general, noticing some things that comics do on stage that maybe just...
Bomb?
Well, no.
On purpose?
No, I'm not. That's not. We'll say that for another time.
Oh, that's for another time.
That was for a book. Actually, for a booking. But just like things that are like they have a negative effect worse than what you think that they would. So, like for example, if you're doing a comedy show and it's like dinner and a show,
like a dinner show, yeah.
Don't like talk about gross stuff.
Yeah,
because like it's off-putting to people that are eating. Because I was recently at a show, and I rarely eat.
Yeah,
ever.
you don't.
I never really eat at a show.
After you do.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
I ordered food after I did my set at this particular show, and then people were on stage, and they're talking about really gross bodily functions, and it really was off-putting. And I was like, ooh, yeah, maybe don't do that. And other ones of like where early on in the set, and I think this is why... I see this just in general on the internet about people talking about comedy, but they're like, you got to save the crowd work for the headliner. And, which, I mean, it's whatever, but it kind of makes sense in this regard because...
Well, yeah, because if everybody did it,
and then
everybody would be like, I told the guy what I do for a living.
Right.
We already told him we're married for 16 years.
Or how many birthdays, and where's the birthdays? And then they're like, anybody
You're
have
welcome.
a birthday? Yeah. What?
What?
But like, if you're doing crowd work early in a show, it opens it up to the audience that they think they can talk back to everything.
True.
Whether it's a question or not. So, I don't know. It's just, if that's like if you're like at a mic or a showcase or whatever, and that's kind of your thing, you might want to see about getting moved towards the end or whatever, just to make it easier on some people. Because then once you get some of those people that are like, oh, I'm allowed to talk and be a part of the show, they don't stop until they get thrown out, essentially. So
yeah, because they want to be part of the show, which it's like, okay, whatever. Yeah. I don't understand that.
And then maybe the last one is I've been hearing a lot of people kind of do like a Sam Kinison type of thing where they just yell at max volume.
Yeah, into the mic.
Yeah, and I don't know. I would just say like, I think for this particular one, it was more for the effect of like high energy.
Sure.
But the people in the front row were actually covering their ears and making pained faces.
Yeah.
Well, if you do it too long, those people are going to get up and leave, and now you're getting rid of audience members. So I would just say, like, well, if people are listening and they might do that kind of thing where they bring it up, maybe just lower the volume a little bit and or pay attention to the audience.
Just microphone presence.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you have a microphone, it's amplified. So.
Well, like I do a bit that gets kind of loud. I pull the microphone away from my face when I do it. I actually bring it down to like my belly button almost.
Yeah.
And when I was doing a show a couple weekends ago too, the headliner had some bits where he yelled and he would turn away from the microphone.
Yeah.
Like he would be like blah 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 blah. Hey, what are you doing? Blah, 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 like that.
So it's having the experience, but if you don't know that that's the thing that you should be doing for that situation,
yeah,
you're going to just keep doing it because you think it's what to do. So,
right.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Do you have any things like that you've noticed?
Like that are gross or loud or obnoxious?
Just like things that like you notice that like why did they do that? That's like just a bad call, I guess.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, one would be not moving the mic stand if they're not using it.
Yeah, I mean that's one.
Yeah,
I guess, but not really. I mean, I didn't really think about it too much, and haven't had anything happen recently that really made me kind of think like never do that. Or I probably have. I just can't think of it right now.
I'm sure more.
I'm sure we've talked about it. But what?
With hosts sometimes. Where people will go by, have different names, whether they'll use a stage name or their real name, but they're not specific to the host. And they're like, just say whatever. And then the host changes the name of the person.
Oh, yeah. Never say to the host, say whatever.
Yeah. I mean, I have little cards that I give to the host. Sometimes people are like, really?
I mean, unless you know the host and you really trust them.
Yeah, but even like, sometimes people that I've trusted, I'm like, you screwed it up. I had it written down exactly how I wanted you to do it.
Well, because I've seen like when you write it down and you screw it up, but I've seen like somebody say whatever and they're like, okay, cool. And then they walk up and they go up and they're like, our next comedian just got out of jail from diddling little kids, blah, 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 and then, okay, now you're freaking...
You have to recover from that. You basically have to address that. And if you had a specific opener, that's out of the window.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I've had people that, which is kind of why for... a mic, I guess they could kind of say whatever they want, honestly. But like for a paid show that people paid to be there, and I'm either like featuring or headlining, like I want them to do the exact thing that I written for them, because I had one time somebody that knew me, and they basically spoiled 3 of my bits.
Oh yeah, I've had that.
Or like I wasn't planning like. I mean,
the bit.
Well, yeah, I was like, I usually do some stuff about Holy Moly, especially if I'm headlining, because that's my actual TV credit, right?
Yeah.
And people are like, yeah, I want to hear a little bit about that. Like, I mean, that's why you got to headline or whatever.
Yeah.
But they'll mention Holy Moly on a different showcase or something where I'm only doing 10 minutes. And I was like, I wasn't even going to talk about that, but now I have to because people need to understand what that's all about.
Yeah, but I've had that. Yeah, I've had that where people say something, they reference a bit or something. I'm like, damn it, I wasn't going to do that today.
And then you have to think it all up on the fly of your order.
I thought you were going to say you didn't like people saying you were on Holy Moly, and I was like, why? Because they're not specific as I am when I say it?
No, I was really impressed actually when you introduced me at Golden Plate.
I didn't even have anything in my hands.
I was just like, wow, no one ever actually says the season and episode really for me. I was very impressed, Dean.
Thanks.
That was good.
Yeah, remember. Hayden, my son, knows it too, because it just randomly, if you're like, hey, what episode of Holy Moly was Carl on?
I'm gonna quiz him on that.
Yeah, do it. He'll know.
Yeah, that'll be fun. But yeah, no, like that kind of stuff though too. Yeah,
Carl. Everyone knows what season of an episode of Holy Moly you were on.
We'll see if he listens to this one and picks that up. All right.
You talk about it every car ride, or whatever.
Jeez. Okay. No, I don't.
No, you don't. Right, actually, you don't talk about it a lot at all.
Yeah. Okay. On that nice note about me, let's wrap it up for this week.
Yeah, let's wrap around.
All right. Well, I'm Cash Money Carl.
And I'm Dean Berg. that dark.
We
So dark in here.
and we are Move the Mic Stand.
Yeah.
Tune in next week. Thanks for listening.
Yeah, thanks everybody.
Bye.
Bye. It's really dark in here. It's so freaking dark in here.
Dark. Bye.
Bye.
This has been a Tape Deck Media production. Thank you for listening.